Hello, today I want to show you everything you need to know about Forex Factory. So, you cannot trade effectively if you do not understand how the news work. Even though you don't incorporate news trading into your trade, you need to know exactly how news work, because why this is very very necessary is that sometimes when news are released, if you are not aware that news is going to be released at that time, it's going to affect your normal strategy that works on a regular basis. So even though you're not going to trade news, it's very important you know how to utilize everything about news. And if you trade news, that is then the importance is more emphasized that you have to know how to use the Forex Factory, because that is the best news app that there is out there. So if you want to know exactly when news is going to be released, how impactful is this news on your trading, the best platform is the Forex Factory. So let's go on the Factory and see how to use it, and then how to make sure that we use it effectively. Okay, on the Forex Factory, when you click on forexfactory.com, just click on it like this, forexfactory.com. All right. So when you type it on your browser, this is what opens, and this is the interface of the Forex Factory. So we have forum, we have trades, we have news, we have calendar, we have market, we have brokers. So depending on what you want, you can just begin to check for it, right? Look at a lot of news right here. Algo live stream, GBP, blah 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 here. So, but let's go straight to what I really want to show you. So, if you are all about news and you want to know how those news are going to impact your trading, then just go to calendar, right? So when you go to calendar, it shows you the calendar for each week. For instance, from Monday to Sunday this week is already here. Look at, on Sunday there was no news. The only news we had on Sunday, which was November 23, is what uh this G20 meeting. So they had G20 meeting and it never affected anything. Then on Monday we have that, oh, there was a bank holiday. Then at 10 a.m. we have news about euro pair. Then 2:30 we have news about the Canadian pair. 2:50 we had a news about the euro pair. 3 o'clock p.m. we had the news about CNY. 3:45 p.m. we had the news about euro. Then 6:10 p.m. we had a news about the euro pair. Now, if you want to read the details of this news, you come here, click on this. Sorry, I don't want to subscribe though. So, if you want to see the details of this news, right, you come and click on this arrow here, right? So for this bank holiday, when you click on this, it will open the details for you. Say Japanese banks will be closed in observance of Labor Thanksgiving Day. Low liquidity and irregular volatility. Now look at the usual effect of this closure, right? Then next release date, when this kind of news is going to come again, is going to be 31st December 2025. Now, the note you should have, forest note you should have. See, the forest brokers remain open for every holiday except Christmas and New Year's Day. Stock markets and bank have slightly different holiday schedules. Why traders care? Why do you care about this news, right? Banks facilitate the majority of foreign exchange volume. When you're closed, the market is less liquid and speculators become a more dominant market influence. This can lead to both abnormally low and abnormally high volatility. I just decided to read this for you so that you see exactly how to see the full details of the news that are being shown there, right? And you can see the history of all the news about that relates to bank holidays, right? So let's go back a bit, right? So let's go back. Okay, so we are here now. So you can see the news, right? Where is it? So we had the news on 23rd, I think. Yes, G20. So the news was on 24th, the bank holiday. So now this is Monday this week, right? We are Today is 27th of November, and this is Monday 24th of November, right? So I just showed you how to read the details of each of these news here, and then for you to just know how to use the news, that is the Forex Factory. What you want to pay attention to is the high impact news. What I mean by that is the kind of news that are going to impact the Forex market, right? And when you go back here, right? When you come here, the kind of news that is going to impact the Forex market is denoted by this color. You see, anyone with complete red color is high impact news. You can see as I hover on it, say high impact expected, right? Then the one that is a bit not yellow and not fully red is medium impact news, right? So you want to look out for the medium impact news and the high impact news. We really don't care about low impact news because they really don't affect the market, right? So we care about the medium impact and then the high impact news. So the medium impact news and the high impact news are the news that affect the market, right? So what we do is when you look at, so let's try to look at today and see if we have news. So today is what? Today's Thursday, 27th of November, and this is Thursday, 27th of November. So let's look at the news we have. So today we don't have any high impact news. We don't even have a medium impact news. So if your trading is not based off of news, then today is a very good day for you to trade, right? So you just come here, check all your analysis. I have done analysis on my pair before, so I'm looking forward to this supply zone holding because I'm seeing that this demand zone holding because I'm seeing that supply is failing, right? We have been coming down. Now we broke this internal low on the 4 hour. What did we do? That is, we flip, we continue, and now see another supply zone that is supposed to hold if we have to deliver downward. It didn't hold, but we reacted from there and then we still broke it. So I'm expecting that we come back here and then keep going up, right? So except we break this low, that is when I will consider my disposition in this market. So like today is a very clean day to trade, right? Based on what we have on Forex Factory. But let's look at tomorrow, right? Okay, tomorrow we have by 12:30 a.m. High impact news, right? So what do you do? What do you want to do? So if your trading is not based off of news, then you want to avoid those times that you have the medium impact news and then the high impact news. So how do you avoid them? You go to your chart and then you go and mark those times. When do we have this news? 12 what? 12:30 a.m. You go to your news and then make sure that you are on the same time zone as the time zone that is being listed here. And if the time zone on this um, the time zone, look at the time zone, look at where my mouse is as I'm hovering on it. This is the time zone for Africa, for West Africa. This is GMT plus one, right? So you can decide to change the time zone for your own, or you have to set the time zone on the Forex Factory with the time zone on your trading platform. So here I have GMT plus one, right? So the time, this 12:30 news that is going to come on Friday, which I want to avoid, right, is going to be 12:30 GMT plus one. That is West African time, right? So I go to my chart. What do? I come here and look for Friday, right? Friday what? So I want to look for Friday. Friday is 28th. So I'm looking for 28th November Friday. Can you see? This is Friday. If you look at my mouse here, look at uh on this, on my forest pair here. You can see Friday 28th November 2025. That is 2 p.m. I don't want 2 p.m. I want 12:30 a.m. P.m. 12:30 p.m. So I can expand this, right? Close on this. This is 10 o'clock. Um, then I'm trying to get the time. If I can't get the time, I'll just look for it, right? I'll click on go to, right? So it's going to be 28, and then I'm going to 12, right? 12:30. Okay, it's not showing. I think it looks back into the history, right? So, but what I want to check is 12:30. Where is it? This is 2 o'clock. Let me try to go down the let me go down to lower time frame. I think I can get the time effectively then. So um and then for you to like get it exactly, you can decide to change your time frame here to what? GMT plus one. So you can look for GMT plus one here, right? So London is GMT plus what? Is UTC. I want GMT plus one. West Africa. London is UTC. Then Africa should be UTC plus one, right? West Africa should be UTC from one. Okay, look at it. UTC from one plus one, Lagos. So I select it. Then look at my time. 12. This is November. So I will scroll. This is 28. Give me a minute. So 28th of November. You can see 28th of November, 28th of November, and I'm looking for 12:30. See it here. Okay, so look at 12:30 November 20. That's 27th. I'm looking for 28th. Okay, see the time here, right? So what do you want to do? You want to avoid trading at this point in time. So we want to do what? You want to draw your line to mark out that place, right? 28, 12, 30, 12, 30. So you draw your line like this. And when you are done, what it means is at this point in time, there's going to be a high impact news, and you want to avoid trading at that time. So you wait when, even though you want to forget, because you're seeing this, you already understand that, okay, you can even mark it red, right? So that you know that this is a danger zone. I don't want to trade at this point, right? So when my time, when I'm trading and I see this, I already know based on my own markings on my chart that this is the time that I don't want to trade, because there's going to be a high impact or medium impact news that's going to affect the flow of strategy. Because even though you have a very good strategy, when news come, sometimes it does not respect strategy. It just blow off, and then the spread is widened during news time. So maybe a trade that you should have entered and nothing will happen, like on a normal day. When you enter that same trade during a news period, it's going to affect your trade, and you really want to avoid that, because traders should have just tag you in and go in your direction will come and take you out, not because you did anything wrong, not because your strategy is wrong, but because your the during news time the spread is wide, and you don't want to be at a disadvantage. You don't want to be disadvantaged by the effect of news, right? So you want to avoid that. For me, I don't trade news, so I do my best to avoid high impact and medium impact news zones. But for medium impact, you can still incorporate into your trade, because sometimes the effect is not that much. But for the high impact news, you want to completely avoid it, right? So we can also keep marking. We have a high impact news around 2:30, right? So the 2:30 p.m. GMT plus one, there's going to be high impact news. I want to avoid it completely. In fact, the fact that we are in the uh, last week of the month, right? So what do? I look for 2:30, 28, 2:30. So 2:30. So 20, November 28, 2:30, 2:30. 2:30 should be 14:30, right? So I mark it too. So I want to avoid trading at this time too. So this time, when if I see opportunity in between this time, I might take. But I might decide not to take it too, because the news will be hovering around this time. But I think there is some gap between 12:30 to 2:30. That's like 2 hours. Something can happen within that time. But then I just want to entirely avoid these zones I have marked whenever trade is come. Even though I want to forget, by marking it out on my chart, I already know that, oh, this is a high impact or medium impact news time, and I don't want to trade or get involved in trade at that time. So I'll do my best to like avoid those time, right? Okay, so that is how you mark it. And then you can see that the Forex Factory has every at the beginning of each month, it gives you all the news that you follow, all the news that's going to come out during the week, the high impact, the low impact, the medium impact, and it will give you details of all of this news ahead of the week. Do you understand? So everything you need, and the news is as accurate as anything. If you see this, like this 2:30 p.m. Tuesday. 2:30 p.m. Tuesday, if you're on your chart, you see the movement at that time. Like there's no even going to be like 2:31. No, exactly 2:30. So the news on Forex Factory, that is Forex Calendar, is completely okay. Is completely good. Everything here is standard and is in time. So if you want to use any platform for your news, for to verify whether there's going to be news, to verify the authenticity of the news, to verify whether it's actually going to work and impact, just use Forest Factory. It's the best. There are other ones like my Forest Book or and so many of them, but I don't want to go there because this is enough for me and I just needed one. And you can also go in time and look at news, because look at the calendar here. You can navigate. I can go back to, like, let's say 2003, and I want to check on September 30. I want to see the news we had. See, all the history is there for you. Do you see? All the history is there. And if you want to also check news about today, see, today is already there. It will just take you to today's news. Only today, see. There is no. Then if you want to check about yesterday, you can also check, see yesterday. If you want to check tomorrow, see tomorrow. So it's the best you can use. And then if you want to get news about metals, click on metals. See news about metals if you trade metals. So everything you need about the news, about the fundamental analysis is here. You don't need any other platform. Just use the Forest Factory. And then these are the whole interface, and it's very easy to understand. Then we also have a crypto calendar. This one helps you to trade crypto. This is where we have clicked. Then we always also have the energy calendar. If you want to trade energy, for those who trade energy, you can see that this is the background is also representing the energy, green, right? So you can see the same meeting we had on Monday, on Sunday, G20 meetings. Then you can see their own news. You can also see this is medium impact news, the same representation, but this place is represented with another sign. In Forest is like a box, but here you can see it's like a style stuff. This one is high impact news, so the same colors is the same indication for all of them: high impact, low impact, medium impact, red, lighter red, and yellow, right? Okay, so then we also have if you want to trade what's it called, if your focus is on forest, you go back to forest calendar, and you see that our own focus is forest calendar, right? So you can also see the forecast, you can see the previous, you can see the numbers, right? So what is the number here? Actual 0.1%. Then we see the forecast. Then you can see the previous. All of these numbers. You can also see the graph. If you click on this, you'll see the graph of the whole stuff. All right. But all you just need to understand is the high impact news, low impact news, and the details of the news. You can decide to read up the news. Okay. So that's all. That'll be all. Then if you want to read like this high impact news, what do? Just come here, click on this, open details, you can see. So when you open the details, you read up the information. But I don't think you will have time to be reading all of this, except maybe you want to still learn fundamental economics or stuff. Okay. So that's that about that. Then if you want to log in and be receiving information when these high impact news are coming, you log in here. I'm already logged in, right? Let me try to log out to show you exactly how it to look like. Okay, log out. I'm logged out already, so this is how it to show you. Okay, So when you are here, it will show you Forex Factory, blah blah blah, right? Then you click on calendar. When you click on calendar, this is where you get your calendar of the days and the news. Then you can see trade. All of these things are news. You can check and read up about them. Then we have forum, like a community where you can engage in. And if you want to log in, just come here, click on login or create account if you're signing up for the first time. And if you want to receive alert, you click on this, but you must be logged in to set up all of those. So here you come and log in. Okay, so for now I don't want to log in again because I'm not doing anything. Okay, if you want to set alert, you can set alert for each of those time on the news. So when you click on calendar and look at this, let's say you want to subscribe to this, you click on this subscribe to USD. When you click on this, I'm not logged in, it should tell me to log in. So you see it's telling me to create an account or login. So if you create account and you click on that, it will automatically subscribe you to that news, and when the news is about to happen, they'll send you an email alert. All right, then what else do I need to show you on this interface? If you want to search for any pair, you can also search, like let's say you have a news in a pattern. Let's start for G20 meeting. So when you type G20 meeting, it should help you factor it out. So see all the G20 meetings, you can read up about them. That is if you want to read about them. So that will be all for this. And then we have brokers. You can read up so many stuffs here. They are just self-explanatory. The most important thing is the Forex calendar and then the news around them. From the Forex calendar, you can see all the high impact news, medium impact news, low impact news, denoted by red, lighter red, and yellow respectively. And then you can see details of each of these news, and then you mark on your chart if you want to avoid them. You can also mark on your chart if you want to utilize them, so that you know exactly when these news are coming. And sometimes you can even see they are already represented. This is good. There's going to be high impact news here, there's going to be high impact news here, there's going to be high impact news here. It's already denoted on your trading view too. So on your trading view too, you can see that is also denoted. So every of this is representative of news, and majorly the high impact news. Okay, so what else do we do? That will be all for this video. If you have any question, just throw them in the comment section. I will attend to you. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and let me share the video. See you in the next one. Peace out.